My name is Sebastian, and I'm the writer and director of the upcoming short film, #millennials. One of the major themes of this film is mental health, especially having to deal with social media addiction, comparing yourself to other people, and feeling like you let other people down. This is a topic I'm passionate about and I'm very excited to tackle, but I also don't take it lightly. I've some experience with mental health issues as I struggle with depression and anxiety myself. I remember hitting a real low point during high school. It was right before my senior year. A lot of my friends were moving away, and I just, as a defense, I began to isolate myself and not let anybody else in. And the more I did that, the more I felt separated, and the more I felt like I wasn't good enough, and it just became this vicious cycle. And I just remember feeling alone and feeling isolated, and it was awful. It was really terrible. So I know how difficult and how debilitating at times these mental health issues can be. I look back at some of the things I created during that time, some of the things I wrote, just the pain that I felt and the isolation, man, it's just hard to look back on. But all that changed for me when some of my friends invited me to a Bible study. At the end of it, they asked, is there anything that anybody feels like they need to just share, get off their chest? And I don't know where it came from, but all of a sudden I decided, I'm just gonna tell them everything. So, I told them everything I was struggling with and how it was affecting me. And, I expected to look up and to, for them to be judging me and, to think a certain way about me. But I remember I looked up and, they were crying with me, and they came around and they hugged me and they prayed for me. And I think, that beautiful moment of just like opening up and then that being met with acceptance and with love, that changed everything for me. That was when it all started to change. So when it came to writing this film, this was an issue that I wanted to tackle because I'm passionate about it, and, it's part of me, part of who I am. And so, it's something I wanted to shed light on in a very real and authentic way, and to write out of my own experiences in that. So in this film, the characters are gonna go through some deep problems. You're gonna see some real low points for them. But more importantly than that, you're gonna see, community coming around and just really showing that, having that safety net of people around you who you can talk to and vent to and who love you. That's when it all starts to change. That's when our frame of mind starts to flip and we start feeling less isolated and we start feeling more cared about. And so that's what I wanted to show, is just the importance of having those loved ones who can come around you, who you can text during hard times, who you can call, and who are always there for you. Another issue I wanted to tackle in this film, is comparing yourself to other people. I've had friends tell me, they scroll through Instagram and through Facebook and, they just feel empty seeing, all this cool stuff that other people are doing, and they just feel like, these people are out living these rich lives and that they just don't stack up to that, And so that's one that, even I'm still figuring out, even in film. I see some of the stuff that my friends are working on, and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I wish I was doing cool stuff. Why can't I work on stuff like that? But, that's when I gotta take a step back and think these are my friends. Of course I want them to work on cool stuff. And what I'm working on is cool too. So why do I feel this way inside? So it's all these things of, feeling isolated, feeling like we don't stack up, feeling like we're not reaching these expectations that we set, but we feel like we're letting others down when we don't reach them. It can just all be so much. And so with this film, I want people to see it and to really just know they're not alone, that, this is a thing other people struggle with, and that there's no shame in that, and that there is hope. When we have people around us who care about us and are helping us get there, we're pushing a little harder each day, striving a little more each day to get better. There is hope, and we can get better, and I truly believe that. So at the end of the day, I want this film to give people hope. These are lessons that were important to me, and they really gave me hope. So if this is something that's important to you, please check out our GoFundMe campaign, get involved in what we're doing, and just really help get this word and this message out. Thank you. I hope that's everything I wanted to say.